Happy Tuesday. I am in a different location today. I am in the great outdoors. I just wanted to change it up a little because sometimes always filming in the same place just feels really stagnant to me. And I've been inspired by watching some other YouTubers on the platform lately, and just, I don't know, I just wanted to get outdoors, and I got this really cool new stand for my phone to where I can do that. So I have no idea what this is gonna be like. Obviously my hair is blowing around, there is birds chirping, and I do live close to a highway, so you can probably hear the beautiful highway noise. Oh my god, it's so peaceful. But I don't know, sometimes it's just nice for a change of scenery, you know what I'm saying? So I thought, at least for the first part of the podcast, to talk about what's new and going on with me, we could sit outside on my patio and have a little bit of a chat. It's also very windy today, so I feel like we're gonna fly away. I might throw out this footage. I might go inside and this footage is awful and you can't hear anything I'm saying. I might throw it all out. I don't know yet. But hi, welcome to the Munimade podcast. I typically upload this every other Tuesday. Now, I missed the past Tuesday because I had my in-laws in town and staying with me in my house. That was a lot of fun. No, really, it was. I really do. I love my in-laws. They are so much fun and I really enjoy them. And I have a very, very good relationship with my in-laws. I know some people do not get along with their in-laws, but I love mine. I have a really good relationship with them. It's just, they live in Belgium, which is where my husband is from. And so I really don't ever get to see them. We keep a good relationship with them though, and we do talk to them a lot via FaceTime. But they had the opportunity to come visit. They were actually supposed to come for Christmas this past year, and that trip had to get postponed, so they came now for Easter time. So I hope you guys had a great Easter. I didn't get to see you guys for then, but it was really nice having them here. They did stay in my house. I actually don't have a guest room because of the business and because of all of the 3D printers we have. So we came up with this plan where we actually gave up our bedroom to them. I mean, they traveled all this way, all the way from Belgium, and they are our elders, okay? So we gave up our bedroom and let them stay in our bed, and then we slept on, have you guys ever seen this thing on the internet? It's called well, they probably have other brands, but ours is a corduroy brand, and it's a bean bag, but you can unzip it and fold it out into this bed. So we slept in a bean bed for 2 weeks, which was quite the adventure. It was definitely cozy. We started off staying in my husband's office with all the printers, and then I realized, oh no, we need to run those printers overnight because our production was already cut back by a lot. And so I was like, we need to run those overnight, and obviously we can't sleep with the noisy printers and the warmth they put off. So we moved the bed into my craft room and stayed in there for 2 weeks. So yeah, it was fun. We did a lot of fun stuff. Particularly, we got outside a lot, which I think was really beneficial and helpful for my own personal mental health, because being outside just does something therapeutic for the soul, in my opinion. As long as I'm not freezing cold or sweating buckets, as long as it's pleasant, a nice day, then I really enjoy the great outdoors. And we did some really fun stuff. We got to go see this wonderful place in Texas that has so many bluebonnets. I mean, I'm talking about rolling fields of bluebonnets. I will insert pictures here while I'm talking about it, but the bluebonnet is the Texas state flower, and they're pretty much a weed, I'll be honest with you, and they pop up in April, usually around the 3rd week of April, everywhere, beside the highway even. But there are certain places you can go to, and it's just much more picturesque with the rolling fields. And we even found this one place with these horses out in the plains. It was just so beautiful, and I think it did something. It did something to my heart to see the beautiful nature in that way. I just felt healed. I don't know what I felt healed from, but it just did something to my heart. It was good for me. And we also did some work out in my garden. I don't really have much to show. I can show it, but it's not much. I planted a few things, a few plants, and this is only my second season of being a homeowner. Last season we were kind of doing, and when I say season, like warm spring, summer time when you actually plant stuff, we were doing more things indoors because it was our first year of owning the house and we were kind of getting settled there. So this season I am doing more outside, and it's really nice. It's not much. I bought a new construction home, so the yard was a blank slate. There was nothing, no flower beds, nothing. So I don't know, but I've been able to add in a few plants here and there, and it makes me happy. And I don't know, I just like observing them and observing their growth and the bugs that live on them. I'm weird that way. I just love nature. I love animals. I love nature. I love bugs when they're outside. I love observing them and seeing what's going on. Oh, there's a little birdie. I got a birdhouse. I got a birdhouse, and I am just hoping and praying that birds move into it. I don't think they will because it's too late into the spring for them to actually nest. I don't know how birds work, but I'm just hoping that they see it and they want to live there because, you know, free housing, who doesn't want that? I don't know, I'm goofy. Things like that just make me happy, and I choose to focus on the little things that bring me so much joy, and that's just what's bringing me joy right now. And yeah, so we did a lot of fun stuff outdoors with them. Oh, we went to this place called Fossil Rim here in Texas, and it's a drive-through animal sanctuary. They have lots and lots of gazelle and deer and things like that, but they also have things like zebras, rhinoceros, giraffe, and you get this bag of food and you can actually feed the animals outside the edge of your car. They tell you you're not allowed to hand feed any of the animals except for the giraffes, and you bet your booty I hand fed giraffes. It was so cool. We were riding in the back of an open truck bed because we took my dad's truck, and at first it took a long time. The giraffes did not want to come up to our car. They were like not about it. They were not interested, but we waited patiently, and I really feel like they looked at each other and they were like, nose goes, no you go, no you go, nose goes, because they knew we were not gonna leave until one of them came and gave us attention. So finally one of the giraffes came up to us and ate from the palm of her hand, and then later down the drive 2 giraffes came up at the same time. It was incredible. I mean, there was literally a giraffe this far away from my face eating from my hands. It was awesome. I think that my husband has GoPro footage that I can actually put in here because he was filming.
They do breakfast and dinner, and this is dinner time. We're on 2 giraffes? Oh god. Dude, how much food do you guys have? We gotta feed 2 different giraffes, so.
There you go, buddy.
Where am I filming? Oh.
Hey, why are you skipping me, man?
The tongue is rough.
Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my god. Oh. Hi. Ew, he's like sticking his tongue out.
These are slobbery ones. The last one did not slobber. There you go, buddy.
It likes you.
There you go.
They're like sweet. They're not aggressive.
Oh, they're used to this. You're like, come on, more. Come on, more. He's eyeing our pile.
Are you feeding that one?
No, I'm not feeding.
Is Dad?
He's holding her window. Oh, this one's giant. Look, I think it could step on her car. Oh, that little one, look at it back there.
Yeah,
Look at it.
It's sticking his head all the way in here. It's a beautiful place. If you ever visit Texas, go to Fossil Rim in Glen Rose and go with a truck, because they let you go through riding in the back of the open truck bed. So that's my pro tip if you ever travel to Texas and need anything fun to do here. Yeah, super fun. Why do I hear kids yelling? Hello? I don't have any kids. Okay, anyways. Yeah, that's super fun to do. Another fun thing we did was the Fort Worth Stockyards, which is a very famous area that is very classic, stereotypical Texan. So that's another touristy thing that we did. That's the fun part of having my in-laws come visit, is we do touristy things and we get to explore where we live in a way that we wouldn't normally do without the excuse. So yeah, Fort Worth Stockyards, they have cattle that walk down the street, a lot of really Texan shops, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Those are just kind of the highlights of what we did. We did a lot more things, but we went shopping. This is a new shirt by Lauren Conrad. Thanks. Yeah, I love it. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun, but we were ready for them to go home because we wanted our bed back. So it was also a struggle putting work on hold for that long, because I planned to work while they were here, but then the day before I kind of realized, yeah, that's not gonna happen. We're gonna be out and about and doing stuff all day, and yeah, it's just not gonna happen. So I didn't really work much while they were here, so I got really behind, but that's okay. Life happens. Life happens. Okay. This is like pretty much my diary here. So, dear diary, what is next on my agenda to tell my diary today? So last time I did a podcast, this is episode 6, by the way. I literally don't think I ever said that, but yeah, also subscribe, like, I never said that. I'm saying it now. Last time I talked a bit about boundaries, so I wanted to update that a little and talk about how I'm doing with that. I think I'm doing well. Nothing is ever going to be perfect, okay? I still struggle with putting down work when I know there are many things that need to be done, but I think I'm doing pretty good with it, and I'm getting into the swing of it, especially on the weekends. I've been really good about separating myself from work and getting some time, quality time in with my husband and my doggies on the weekends, but I'm not perfect at it. It's hard because sometimes there are still major things that need to be done and deadlines that need to be reached, and so you gotta work on the weekend. I just worked this past Sunday for several hours because Monday I took custom orders. So anyways, we'll talk more about that in the working portion of the podcast, but I think I've been doing good. I've definitely felt a lot better and healed from the stuff that was going on with friends. I just feel in a much better mental space. So that's good, and I'm happy to report that. I have a therapy appointment tomorrow to, I guess, talk more about that stuff, but things are good. And I attribute that in large part to the weather and springtime. I'm just watching little birdies. It stormed last night, major storm. I'm so exhausted. I know I don't look like it because I put a gallon of makeup on, but it really stormed, and I think, do like worms come up after a storm? Because there's been birds around my yard all day pecking the ground. So I think they're looking for worms or something. I wish they'd go in my birdhouse. Hello, I put seeds on it. Hi, there's 2 birds looking at me. Oh my God. I don't know if I can show. Can I show the birds? Do you see them? I don't know if you see them. There's birds there. They're on the fence and they're looking at me. Hello, birds. They're right there. You can, right there. Yeah, I'm in cinematic mode, so it's probably focusing on the pillar, but you get the gist. You see what I mean? Getting outside into the great outdoors, it's just so good for you, and it's been good for me. I feel good. I feel motivated. I'm ready to take on the month of May. May has always been pretty much one of my favorite months of the year because my birthday is coming up. My birthday is coming up in a few days, and I'm turning 27, which I know some people watching this are gonna be like, 27? That was 20 years ago for me. I get it. I am not old. I'm not old in the grand scheme of things, but I am getting closer. I'm inching myself closer and closer to the big 30, which is a terrifying thought. I don't know, not because you have to do this and this and this and have your life together by the time that you're 30, but because I just never thought I would be this old. Can anyone else relate? I just never thought that far ahead when I was growing up. I don't know. You always think, oh, well, when I'm an adult, or when I reach this milestone, when I become 21, it's just a strange thing. And I've kind of reached all the milestones that I've set out to, and I've gotten to this point where I guess the next milestone for me is starting a family. I guess this is not a pregnancy announcement. Holy cow, please do not. Oh, there's kids outside. Now we get to enjoy that ambiance. This is not a pregnancy announcement. Do not take it as such, but I'm getting at that age and that phase of my life where that's kind of like realistically the next big milestone for me. And a lot of my friends around me are having babies, and it's just one of those things that's kind of scary. And I've been thinking about it a lot, and I've just been thinking, how will I be as a mom? How will my life change as a mom? How can I still have a life and do the things I love while also being a good parent? I don't know. It's been a lot. So yeah, but anyways, that existential crisis is for another time. I'm turning 27 on May 9th, if you are interested. I don't know why you would be interested in the anniversary of my birth, but that's happening. I have a whole schedule of plans for this month. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling motivated about the month ahead. So yeah, I planned a lot of good things this month. I'm going to try to get back to live streaming and hanging out with you guys live. And I keep dropping my pen. The wind just keeps, I might as well just stop caring about what my hair looks like. I plan some live streams, and I want to be consistent about getting the podcast up every other Tuesday. And I plan lots and lots of restocks for my Munimade shop, so I'm really excited and looking forward to the month ahead. And I guess my stream on hold on, I'm trying to think, what day is that going to be? No, you'll see right now. There'll be a calendar up on the screen. I have scheduled a stream on May 10th, and hopefully I'm saying that date correctly. I don't know what time or anything like that, just whenever, whenever I do it. And I guess that will be a little bit of a birthday party for me if you guys want to come and hang out and celebrate me getting older. Yeah. Cool. There's lots of other stuff planned in the month of May, but most all of it is work related, which we'll talk about in the next part of the podcast. I don't think there's anything else new with me, but I'm doing good. I'm good. I think. I don't know. It's like one of those things, fake it till you make it, I guess. I'm doing good. I feel like I'm mentally in a pretty okay place, which is better than otherwise. Okay, the kids are coming out to play next door, and I don't even know if this footage is going to be any good or not, so I'm going to go inside. But it was nice to spend a little time in the outdoors with you guys. Yeah. I should go wave at the kids. They're always throwing, I bet they'll throw some balls at me in my yard. They always do that. Anyways, I'll see you guys inside. And it looks like I brought a bug with me. I like bugs, but only when they're outside. When they come inside, no. Hi, Hi, where were we? All right, let's talk about shop updates. So I am a small business owner. I have a shop called Munimade. Hopefully you've heard of it, or else I don't know how you found this podcast, but hi, hello. That is what I do full time for a living. I run this shop. I sell handmade goods. That's kind of how I started. And then I had this one particular product take off and get really popular, and that is 3D printed diamond painting trays. So now that you're up to date, let's talk about what is new in the life of Munimade. There's always a lot going on with Munimade. There's always a lot happening. I'm always working on improving and trying new things. So one of the things I've been talking about for the past, I don't know how many weeks, is an update to our diamond painting trays. So we have updated the model that we use to 3D print, and we have tweaked a lot of things to make our trays even better. And I'm really excited to say that they are finally getting released to the public. They already technically have. All of our custom orders for the month of April were for new model trays, and those have been shipped out. So it's potentially out there now, and customers across the world will have their hands on it and get to try it. Leave me feedback. Let me know how you like this new updated model compared to the old one, especially. But the official relaunch day of the brand new trays, where you guys can get your hands on them yourself, is actually tomorrow, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. It's actually tomorrow, and I'm really, really, really excited for it, you guys. I'm so excited for you guys to try out this new fresh update, and let me know if the changes that we made are for the better. I hope they are. We worked really hard on it, and it took a long time and a lot of back and forth between me and my brother. He is my 3D modeling guy, and who does all most, if not all, of my 3D modeling work. And yeah, he's in school. He's a full-time college student, but we got it done. So the new and improved Munimade trays are now fully in production. We are no longer producing the old model. Now, that does not mean that we are not able to. We will not be producing any more of the old model trays per se, but if you have the old model trays and you need lids and stoppers for those, we can still make those if you just message me. So here they are. Here is the new and improved models. I'm really excited to show them to you guys. Now, I'll tell you exactly what we changed. And the changes are not super huge in the grand scheme of things, but I do find that it will make your diamond painting experience even better. So first and foremost, we made them thicker. Okay, the walls are very thick. There's no infill inside of there. It is just straight, thick 3D print. So the print time does take longer and it does use up more materials, but I feel like this was necessary just to make them sturdy and last longer. I mean, these are an investment into your craft. The second thing we did, as you can see in the corners, we made the lines shorter in the corners. So sometimes you would have a little bit of a traffic jam, and when you're pouring your drills out, they would get stuck right there. So we made the lines a little bit shorter just to go ahead and account for that. We also did make the lines a little bit more prominent, and we tweaked the spacing of them. So you might notice that the drills flip over a little bit better now. What else did we do? We updated the lids and stoppers. We made the fit more uniform with those, and we've been working really hard to synchronize our printers and make sure that their accuracy is within a very small range. That way, when we print lids and stoppers, they consistently fit. This has been the biggest struggle for us because different printers, different brands, different filaments, there's a lot of variables there, and sometimes the prints can come out and fit vastly different. What I'm going for with the lids and stoppers is I want them to fit securely, but not so tight that it is inconvenient or annoying to remove them. So that is really what I'm going for, and that is the fit that we are trying to achieve here. So still working on it, so there's still going to be tweaks even after this launch. So yeah, one really, really, really cool new feature that we made sure to include is that the lids and stoppers for the small and large trays are now interchangeable. The only difference between the two different sizes is that one is going to be taller, the large stopper is going to be taller, and the small stopper is going to be shorter, but they are completely interchangeable and you can use them between trays. So see, like this, the small stopper is shorter, and so it doesn't block all of the way of the drills falling out, but it does fit in there. And then here is a large stopper in a small size tray, and it does fit. Now, lids will not fit on while you have the stopper in small trays, as you can see, because the large stopper is taller. And then the lid, when it fits on the large tray with the small stopper in, there's going to be wiggle room and space at the end. But it's still a cool feature that they're interchangeable, and that was done on purpose. We also updated the symbols on the end of the stoppers. So on the end of the small one now, we have these little twinkle stars. It's like a little group of 3 stars. Hopefully you could see that okay in the camera. Excuse my terrible fingernails. Okay, and then we have updated the large one to have a diamond on the end. I just feel like that makes sense for diamond painters. Originally, the star and lightning were just random symbols that I picked that I personally liked before we really were thinking that this was going to be a huge thing in the diamond painting community. So yeah, look at the diamond on the end. Isn't that so fun? So I'm probably forgetting some different updates. Oh, we changed the shape of the spout and the dimensions of the trays overall slightly. So they are going to be a little bit of a different size than your old trays, and the lids and stoppers of your old trays are not going to work on this new model because it's new and the dimensions are different. So yeah, new model, new and improved. We kind of just did a full overhaul, and the reason why it took us so long is that we made our file and our model completely from scratch. We made it so that it's editable so we can continue to better ourselves and make tweaks if needed in the future. So that is what we did, and yeah, they're going to be out tomorrow when you're watching this at 6 p.m. Central Time. If you're unsure what time it is in the Central Time Zone, that is Texas time. I feel like it's pretty easy to remember. I'm in Texas. Just look up what time is it in Texas, and at 6 p.m. Texas time will be when I list a whole bunch of trays that are technically ready to ship, and you guys can snag those in tomorrow's drop. And I really look forward to seeing people's thoughts. I'm a little bit afraid of them as well. What if I made the trays worse? I think that I made them better, but what if I made them worse? I'm really nervous, but I am excited for people to finally try these new and improved trays and tell me what they think of them. So that's finally done. I've been saying in the podcast forever, oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, and then we finally finished. So I am so excited about that. You may be wondering, what color is this that I keep waving around, because it's very pretty and it was very popular in this morning's custom orders. Well, I'm filming this on a Monday. You guys are watching it on a Tuesday. But this is a brand new color called Space Nova. That's what I named it. And it is a magic color shift tray where when you look at it from one direction, it is a deep purpley blue. And then when you look at it from the other direction, it reflects pink. Tell me this isn't the prettiest thing you've ever seen. And when your eyes kind of merge the two together, it really looks purple like that. You see? It is fabulous. This is probably my new favorite color. I love it so incredibly much. So this is one of our magic trays, the color shifting trays, and it is now available. I will not have any in tomorrow's restock in case you are wishfully thinking, because just about everybody ordered one in the custom orders for this month. So all of the ones that we have made are going to 100% go to fulfill the custom orders before anything else. Yeah, okay. That brings me to my next point. We are changing the day that we accept custom orders a little bit. Historically, I have always accepted new custom orders for diamond painting trays on the first day of every month. This became a problem only when the first day happened to be, for example, on a Friday when we are packing orders and I already have a lot of work that day, or if it happened on a Sunday when I'm trying to go to church and see my friends. Yeah. So that being said, it was just not the best to keep it as the first day of the month, because the first day of the month can fall at really inconvenient times sometimes. So I'm changing it to officially be the first Monday of the month. That way it is always on a consistent day during the week for me, and I know that I can plan around it and make sure that I don't overload myself with work that day. So custom orders are changing to the first Monday, and hopefully that's okay with you guys. And we did the first round, I guess you could say, that way this month for May, and it went pretty good, and of course sold out really, really fast. And that is the next thing that I want to address here is I'm really sorry about Munimade inventory issues. There will never, ever, ever be an unlimited, just infinite supply of goods that are made by hand or by small business owners, because we're not a factory. We never claimed to be. We never set ourselves up that way. We started a small little family business where I am doing most of the work and it is my full-time job. And then my family, all of my family who helps, has other things that they're doing, be it full-time jobs or they're in college. My family helps me out when they're able, outside of their full-time jobs and gigs and things that they're doing after hours in their free time. So that being said, we're not a factory. Don't think of us as one. There is no possible way, if we have a popular item, that we're going to be able to just mass produce it. Plus, I don't want to. When you mass produce something, it loses quality a lot of the times. It loses the sense of specialty, and it's just never what I set out to do. I never set out to have a massive factory or production. That being said, of course, we are always working on growing and making our process more efficient where we can, and we are always thinking of ways that we can serve more people and make more people happy. Of course, that is something that is heavily on my mind, but there's only so much that I can do. And with the talk of the boundaries earlier in this video, I have to be okay with that. I am a human that has boundaries, and I'm learning to accept that and be okay with that. And one of the reasons that it's so hard for me to accept my limitations and my boundaries is because people are less than nice about it sometimes. People expect the world, and they feel very entitled to your time. They feel entitled to skip the line. They feel entitled to not follow the rules. And there's a lot of things that people just push on me that is really heavy. And I don't think that most people are intentionally doing it, but I just want to bring this up so that you guys keep in mind with me and any other small business owner is that we're out here doing the best we can. Making probably not that much money. Fun fact, self-employed people are taxed more than people who have corporate jobs, which sucks. Like, not only do we have to work so hard and try to keep our profit margins at a reasonable rate, then I talk about this because I just had to pay taxes, and it's then Uncle Sam's like, now give me a very large portion of that. And it is upsetting, but it is what it is, and it comes with the gig. And it comes with there's many, many happy parts about being self-employed or a small business owner. But there's also very difficult parts as well. And one of the more difficult parts is not being able to make everyone happy. No matter how much I wish I could make everyone happy. I wish I could take every single order that people ask of me. But I have limitations and I have boundaries, and I'm trying to respect myself in staying true to those boundaries, and all I ask is that you guys respect those too. I realize that there is way more demand for our 3D printed diamond painting trays than we can keep up with. That's a fact. We do have plans in the future to expand and create a little bit of a workshop space in our garage so that we have more space to maybe produce a little bit more, but we're not going to do anything that we're uncomfortable with or that we feel like is too much too soon. We are very thoughtful and responsible people. Not saying that other people aren't, but I choose to run my business in a responsible and thoughtful way, and I will expand it as I feel like is possible. And hopefully in the future, this is kind of long term, hopefully in the future I can move and purchase a little bit bigger of a home with a little bit more square footage so that we can have more room to set up the business side of things in our home. But that is future plans. I've got to deal with the space and the limitations I've got now. And it just is what it is. So all that to say, I'm sorry if you guys try to buy one of my products and it's sold out. I'm sorry. There are very specific systems and rules that I put in place, and I promise that if you follow those, you will have a much better chance of getting them. Number 1, we restock ready to ship items every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. If you add on a lid and stopper, those are technically kind of made to order. So it might delay your order a little bit, but the maximum amount of time that those will ship is 2 weeks, I think. Yeah. Anyways, that's the first way to get diamond painting trays. The second way is to custom order on the first Monday of every month at 10 a.m. Central Texas time. I put listings up on my page where you guys can custom order trays in any color you want and even add your name on the side. The third thing that is going to help you get diamond painting trays, if you have not been successful so far, is to follow my social media pages. You can find me at Munimade with Love on Instagram, and I typically am pretty active in the stories at the very least. You can find me at Munimade on Twitter. I use that as a sort of shop alert system, so feel free to turn on notifications and get alerts for shop updates and when I restock things. And additionally, you can also find Munimade on Facebook, and I post larger kind of announcements there, as well as the Instagram story gets shared there as well. So I promise, if you guys do those things, hello, cheeks. Hi, cheeky, hey, baby. I see you. I promise, if you guys do those things and kind of follow those rules and that schedule, that you will have a much better chance of getting the items that you want. Don't be mad, okay? Just be happy and enjoy crafting. And if it's sold out, it's sold out. And that's the best I can do. So that's that. I just wanted to say that because I feel like people get kind of angry with me and they think, oh my gosh, I had this and this in my cart and it disappeared. I'm sorry. It's like life. Sometimes I put up a certain amount, and if other people are faster to the checkout than you, then that's kind of not in my control. I try to keep things fair, and it's kind of just first come, first serve, whoever can check out with the things that they're wanting the quickest. So I'm doing my best, and I will keep trying, and hopefully, for the most part, people are happy and have been successful in getting what they want, because I do try my best to be very helpful and help you guys out where I can. So here is my Munimade calendar for the rest of the month if you want to screenshot it or, save it so that you guys can be informed when future restocks are happening. We have lots planned. I do plan to do a scrunchie restock later this month, and I do have a amigurumi crochet thing restock planned. And I only planned that because I already have one thing that I'm going to list for sale, and hopefully I'll have one or two other things that I'll be able to list for sale as well, but you guys can look forward to that. And hopefully this calendar is helpful in not only keeping up with the podcast, but my streams that I have planned and my restocks in my shop. So screenshot this if you need it. And that is that. Okay, as far as the crochet kit, which I've been talking about a bit, I am just waiting on those dang scissors from China. And I really don't have that much information from tracking, so I'm a little bit worried that my package got lost. I'm going to be patient for a little bit longer, but if not, I'm going to have to get a refund and reorder it. But yes, those are coming. I just have to wait for the scissors, and then the kits are officially done. It is so frustrating having to wait. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. That brings us to my recent crafty finishes. Woo! Okay, so first and foremost, in the last podcast, I talked about making 2 crochet kitties for Anxiety Art Adventures, aka Laura, and I couldn't show them yet because I was waiting for her to be able to show them and have the surprise in her video, and so I had to wait to be able to post them on Instagram and show them off. But I'm going to show you guys a picture now. This picture appeared on my Instagram, so maybe some of you guys have already seen it, but I had the wonderful opportunity of making little plushies of Zoe and Skylar, which are 2 lilac point, a kind of sub-breed, I think, of a Siamese cat, but I had the opportunity of making 2 lilac point kittens, and it was really fun to do because when she approached me to do this project, she kind of just said, I want plushies of my cats. I don't have a particular idea of how I want them to look. I just want to give you creative freedom to make them however you see fit. All that I ask is that they look like my cats. And I was like, okay. So I went out and I found a fun pattern. Let me look up who it is by because I have totally forgot. Okay, I found this fun pattern by a little hand crochet on Etsy for Casper, the little Siamese kitten, and I used this pattern to adjust the colors to make it look like lilac point kitties. And I didn't want them to look exactly the same because I wanted them to be 2 different kitties and have their own personality. So I decided to kind of tweak the position of the cats. So one cat is sitting kind of looking straight on, and then I sewed the other one together where he's kind of sitting to the side and looking off to the side. Sorry. And I thought that way it gave them each their own unique personality and character, and it was a lot of fun. I also asked her how she wanted me to differentiate them, and we decided to add different color collars. And then I got a little bit crafty with it, and I used my Cricut to then cut out little tags that say S and Z. This gave me a little bit of trouble. I'm still learning the Cricut, and some materials are really hard to cut through. I have this thick silver vinyl I made it out of. It's not metal, even though it might kind of look like that in the picture. It's this thick kind of rubbery vinyl. So anyways, I got it figured out and made those, and I absolutely love how they came out. I'm going to link a video in the description if you guys want to actually watch them be unboxed, because I just think it was really fun, and it was kind of a special moment to have her be so happy about them and surprise someone. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Laura, for allowing me to make those for you. It was a lot of fun, and thank you for giving me the creative freedom to make them however I please, because I had fun. I like having creative freedom. I definitely like it. The next recent finish that I've completed is this crochet kitty doll that I made for another customer. This is something that is pretty special. She has not given this gift yet, so I hope and pray that her daughter doesn't stumble upon this YouTube video. But she basically approached me and said that her daughter is turning 30 and has this childhood stuffed animal that was really sentimental and meant a lot to her, but definitely has seen better days. I'll ask her if I can put in the picture and show it here in my podcast. I might like blur out her daughter's face or whatever, but the doll is basically this deflated, I don't know what color it originally was, kind of a gray cat wearing a yellow dress. I think it's polka dotted, and she's got little shoes and little ruffles. So the idea was that I was going to crochet kind of a friend for this doll, and then she also told me that her daughter really loved Sailor Moon, and so maybe if it was possible to somehow combine Sailor Moon into it, but then we kind of thought maybe that's too kitschy. So anyways, I got to work and I found this beautiful pattern in my book. I think I even showed it in my last podcast. I'm not sure, but I found this really beautiful pattern in this book called, I did because I remember it now, but I found this pattern in this book called Amigurumi Treasures of this kitty that kind of just fit the idea perfectly with the yellow dress and the cute little booties. We omitted the unicorn horn and just went with flowers on a headband, and I don't know, I think she came out awesome. What do you guys think? I'm not sure how far I was in the last podcast when I showed you guys, but she came out so good. This was one of the things that was so hard for me to say goodbye to and mail away. I mean, it makes me really sad sometimes because I spend so much time creating these things and falling in love with them that it makes me sad to let them go. They feel like my children. They feel like my children that I'm stuffing in a box and sending away to someone halfway across the world, because this person lives in Australia. Can y'all believe that? Can y'all believe that? I crocheted something for a wonderful, awesome person in Australia. Are you serious? So cool. And I think that this little kitty is still in transit. So if you guys could cross your fingers and say a quick little prayer that she makes it to her final destination, okay, that would be great because Australia is a long way to travel. I think I have a video that I recorded that hopefully I've been inserting in here, but I also have pictures as well for how she came out. I decided to add just a little Sailor Moon symbol on her dress to kind of represent Sailor Moon as like a subtle nod to it instead of making it the main focal point. I thought about making the dress and the shoes in Sailor Moon colors, but then it would just kind of turn out red, white, and blue and just look too American, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I just went with a more subtle thing, and hopefully it works out and that she likes it. I don't personally watch Sailor Moon, so it was hard. I had to do some research and be like, what is a good symbol from Sailor Moon? So I hope I did it correct. If not, yikes. I tried though. I really tried. Let me know what you guys think. Also, it would mean a lot to me if you guys did head on over to my Instagram, and when I do post these completed projects, it would mean so much to me if you left a comment or even just liked the photo. That would really help because I do use Instagram as sort of a portfolio for my artwork. I gotta pee. Speaking of Instagram, I kind of have this ongoing project where I'm trying to go through my phone and my Google photo storage and grab all of the pictures of finished crafty projects that I have not yet shared on my Instagram, because I want my Instagram to act as some sort of portfolio or archival of my crafty journey and of my work. I want to make sure that I try to post a picture there of every crafty thing that I finish. If not everything, most things. I mean, some things are very repetitive and I don't need a new picture for it, but I just want to make sure that I don't forget anything, because I know there's a lot of amigurumi in the past that I've completed and it just totally slipped by me to post a finished picture. So I'm trying to do that. That's kind of like this ongoing project that I'm trying to do. So I might be pulling up some old pictures and getting those posted on Instagram in the coming weeks and days. Yes. Next thing I finished is this little Navi plushie. So this is from The Legend of Zelda. Again, something that I haven't played much of. I've played a little bit of Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch, but outside of that, I haven't really played much of this franchise. But this is a little fairy character. His name is Navi, and he goes, "Hey, listen!" And I think he gives tips and is helpful, kind of like a helpful little pal along your journeys. Anyways, I made a little one. This is really cute, and it was fun to make, a very simple make, and I actually made this as technically part of the Cal Pals theme last month. So Cal Pals is a club or a group on Discord that I help run. And Cal Pals stands for Craft Along Pals. Every month we have a different theme, kind of a different prompt, if you will, and we challenge you guys to craft something, anything, in any medium you desire according to that theme. We have giveaways. last month I gave away diamond painting trays. So, I mean, there's another way if you guys are trying to get diamond painting trays to get in on stuff and have another chance. But we do giveaways there, we do craft and chats, and we hang out and voice chat with each other, and it is a lot of fun. Now, I fully intended and wanted to make something a little bit bigger, more intricate for the Cal Pals theme of fairies in the month of April. However, with my in-laws staying with me, I just really didn't get that much downtime, and this was something really easy I could take with me in the car, because some of the places that we went to with them were quite a ways, an hour's driving. So I took this in the car with me and I was able to complete it. And hey, listen, it's something, okay? It's really cute. This is something I want to stock in my shop. So this is the one thing that will be available, remember, on that day later in the month when I do an amigurumi restock in my shop. This is the one definite thing that I have that I'm going to post for sale then. And I kind of want to make it in some different colors. Let me know. I think in the game he only comes in blue. I don't know. I don't know much about Legend of Zelda. But let me know if there's other colors I should make these in, or if I should make them into a keychain. Let me know your ideas, because this is definitely something that I want to post up in the Munimade shop. So, okay. Cal Pals, you guys should join. It's a lot of fun. We have a new theme, a new challenge now, because it's a new month and it is officially May. And our new theme is flowers. Yay! So if you guys craft anything with flowers in it, then it counts as part of the Cal Pals monthly theme and challenge. I'm not sure yet what the giveaway is going to be. I have a strong idea that it might be a diamond painting kit, which is really cool. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely join Cal Pals. The link is always below in my description. And like I said, it is a Discord server and it's a fun little crafty club for you guys to get in on. And we have prompts for you monthly to inspire you to create. So the theme this month is flowers. And if you make something with flowers in it, then you are on theme with your crafting. So join us, join us, join us. Okay, last but not least, this is not something that I personally finished, but this is something that my mother-in-law brought and gifted to me that I think is too beautiful not to show off in the podcast. She brought me this beautiful flamingo tapestry crocheted tote bag. This took so much work. I know, because I'm a crocheter and I'm a crafter, and I don't normally get to keep the things that I make for myself. So when I'm gifted something that somebody has crocheted or made, it is so meaningful because number one, I know how much time has gone into it, and number two, I never get to keep this stuff. So, oh my God, it's so fun. And what's even more fun is she actually made 3 of these. Look at this and look how much work this took. The yarn used in this is very small, so there's a lot of stitches there and it took a lot of work. She made 3. She gave 1 to me, 1 to my mother, and 1 to my grandmother. So we took this fun picture of 3 generations of ladies with our little crochet tote bags. But anyways, thank you so much. I love my mother-in-law, and I hate calling her mother-in-law because it sounds like just like forced, but she's my second mother. I mean, she is. She's my Belgian mother. I have a American mom and I have a Belgian mom, and my Belgian mom made this, and she's awesome. I really enjoyed when she stayed with us. I got to know her more. She's a little bit more reserved, and I feel like she definitely opened up more during this trip, which I'll talk more about in a bit. But like, this bag is so cute. Look at it. It's amazing. I plan to pretty much use it as a project bag. I love having tons and tons of tote bags that I put my projects in and take them on the go. But yeah, this is not something that I finished, but it is a finished item that I wanted to show you guys because it is incredible. It is made from a pattern. Oh, by the way, Navi, I did not say, Navi was made from a pattern by K-Hook. So that will be in the description below, and it's very easy. It's free and simple to follow. Highly recommend. So with that, she actually gifted me the book that she got the pattern from, and it is Colorful YU Bags to Crochet by Rianne de Graaf. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's beautiful, beautiful tapestry tote bags, and there you can see the flamingo right here, but there's a lot of different bags in here, and they're so gorgeous, and I would absolutely love to make something like this someday. I think for the most part you do need to crochet pretty tightly and use small yarn, that way there's not big holes in the bag so your items don't fall through. But I just think the idea of this is so beautiful, and I thought it was really fun that not only did she make a bag for me from the book, she gifted me the book that it came from so that I can make more in the future. Like, that's just so thoughtful and so nice, and it's too good for me not to show off. So incredibly, incredibly cool and beautiful works of art. So yeah, I kind of want to do a video in the future where I just show off all of my crafting books, because I've got a lot, and maybe I could give you guys some tips, some recommendations if you are looking for some new crochet or crafty books. So, okay, yeah, and that is the last kind of fibery item I have to show you guys. But I did also finish a diamond painting. I finished Dahlia finally. I've been working on her for a while, and I started her during my very unfortunate trip to go to my cousin's funeral a while back, but I finished her. And yeah, this one kind of has some interesting memories tied to it, because I was working on this in the hotel room at night after some very, very emotionally intense days during that trip. But yeah, she's done. She's beautiful. I love how she turned out, and I couldn't be more happy with my first square Diamond Art Club kit. Now I just need to hang it. I need tips. How do you guys hang your diamond paintings? I don't have the money to get an expensive frame for every single diamond painting that I finish, but I still want it to look nice up on the wall. I don't even have to have it in a frame. It can be bare. I feel like it looks really nice over a canvas, but I don't know. Where do you guys get your canvases from? Is it expensive? Just tell me all the things. How do you guys finish your diamond paintings? But she's beautiful. I should have some B-roll showing her off to you guys, and I'm so happy that I finished. Another technical finish that I did is I finally framed and hung up my sunflower diamond painting from Diamond Dots. Finally! I included this in my Whip Parade video I did, I think, last year now. I don't even know how long ago that was, but I included that there and as a whip, because my end goal for that was always to frame it and hang it in my kitchen, and I'm very happy to say that it is now framed and hung in my kitchen, and it looks fabulous. I did get it professionally framed at Michael's, and it did cost me an arm and a leg, but I thought I spent all this time on this item. Second of all, I just don't really, I'm too lazy to feel like searching for this odd-sized frame for it. I would rather just take it to Michael's and drop it off and have them professionally frame it. And that way I know it looks good. I did not pay extra for the anti-glare glass, so that's one thing that's kind of, maybe I should have paid extra for that, because there is a huge glare on it. However, I think it looks beautiful, and especially the ABs, they really pop when you put it up on the wall. It's so nice. So I'm really happy I finally did that, and my husband hung it up. Oh, I'm so happy about that. All right, now let's talk about the crafty things that I have in progress. So the first thing in progress I want to show you guys and talk about is this diamond painting that I started when my mother-in-law was here. So I actually got to sit down and teach her how to diamond paint. We kind of did this like Christmas gift exchange because her trip got canceled when they visited, and my mom gave her her first diamond painting. And so she wanted to learn how to do it before she went back home. She didn't open her painting. I just pulled out one of mine to get started. And I pulled out this one from Craftably. It is called Cottage White by the artist Jim Mitchell. And Craftably is a Texas-based diamond painting company. It's the one that comes in those cool tubes you see around. So definitely cool. And the image is fabulous. It features a really beautiful cottage in kind of a lush forest filled with flowers in the front. I will say it is a bit pixelated because it's on the smaller side. I say small. This is not a small diamond painting, but it's on the smaller if you compare it to a lot of diamond paintings out there. But I think that the end result is going to look really pretty, and this is something that I would definitely hang or gift to a family member to hang. This is definitely a very beautiful kind of artwork I can see hanging up in one of our houses. Maybe even my grandma. This would be a great Christmas gift if I finish this by them. It really would. Don't tell her. I think she subscribes, but I don't know if she watches this. Don't tell my grandma. I might give this to her for Christmas when I finish it. But yeah, so we did this thing where we kind of put it on the corner of the table, and I worked on one corner and she worked on the other corner. I worked on the corner with more purple and she worked on the one with the orange, and taught her how to diamond paint. And we did it for hours, and I think she really enjoyed it because before she went home, she ended up buying a storage system. Of course, I hooked her up with Munimade trays, and I gave her a light pad. You know, I hooked her up, and I really hope that she enjoys it because it is a very fun and therapeutic craft. So yeah, that was really fun getting to introduce her to that. And yeah, and also started a new beautiful painting. Now, that being said, now I have 2 ongoing round diamond paintings. I have that one, and I have my Adventure Time painting, which I've also done some work on that I will briefly pop that in here. I've been working a little bit on Ice King's face. And, I have this really cool setup that I put in my living room while I'm watching TV and movies, where I have a folding table and it fits perfectly over my recliner, and I'm just in heaven diamond painting. It's great. I'll have to show that here now. But yeah, I've been working on the Adventure Time one a little bit. But I have 2 round kits going, and I ideally want to have 2 kits going, but one be round and one be square. So I don't know. I feel like I'm allowed to start another square one if I want. And I have an available Elizabeth Word container system to kit up the diamond painting and start doing that. So you guys got any ideas of what I can start? Maybe I'll do, if it's possible, a screen capture or something showing through what I have in Gems Flow. But yeah, what square one should I start? Should I start my mystery kit? That's going to be a big undertaking. I could start that. I could also start Flower Jars Home. I unbox that on the channel. I don't know. Let me know. But yeah, I need to start something new because I like having the option of doing round or square. So I might start a new one. Even though I shouldn't. I should resist, but I don't care. As far as fibery works in progress, I have one big crochet plushie that I'm working on. I'm kind of always working on a crochet amigurumi or plushie. This is for a friend and customer. It's not for myself. All right, so I have been commissioned to make Twiggy from Animal Crossing. Twiggy is a bird villager character. Animal Crossing is a game that you can play on the Nintendo Switch, Animal Crossing New Horizons, or you might remember it from the past if you played it on the DS or on the GameCube. But yeah, I was commissioned to make Twiggy from Animal Crossing, and this was a little bit of a complicated request because there's not a pattern that I found straight up for Twiggy, and I really didn't find any patterns that I like for the same shape bird character. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna freehand it. So that's what I've been doing. I've been freehanding a Twiggy character. The hardest part was designing the green butt. So when I do the tail, this isn't the tail. This is one of the arms, but just imagine when I do the tail, it's going to go here. And so I had to kind of design this weird shape where the green goes in the butt and this is the front. Anyways, it looks like a faceless blob at the moment, but this is what it looks like. And I've got some arms going on. These are the wings, if you will, of Twiggy, and I'm still working on her. I gotta make clothes for her. I've got to make feet. I've got to make her face. Yeah, so that is the one big ongoing project that I've got going on, and I'm just completely freehanding it and winging it, which is fun and also annoying sometimes, but it's mostly fun, I will say. But yeah, so that's one fibery thing. That's a crochet project that I've got going on for my friend Robin. Love you, Robin. What are you doing, Cheeks? What are you doing? She's just like weirdly sitting right there. Chica. I don't know what she's doing. She's so weird. So weird. So weird, right? All right. The next fibery whip. This podcast is long, but it's been a couple weeks. And you guys, you know, you can skip ahead or you can watch it in chunks if you prefer. The next fibery whip that I have been working on is actually a knitted project. How cool is that? So while my in-laws were here, we went to this town that I discovered and have a massive love for in Texas called Farmersville. Yes, Farmersville. Yep. And we went there and they have 2 yarn stores and a weaving workshop. I want to call it a store. It's more of like a weaving space where you can go and get a loom and weave or whatever and go to classes. But anyways, there's 2 yarn stores and a weaving store / space all on the same street in Farmersville, Texas. And there's really not a whole lot of local yarn stores in Texas. I think in part because in the South it's more hot and people typically associate yarn and crochet and knitting with making hats and scarves and mittens for colder climates. So there's just not as many crochet and knitters or local yarn stores here in Texas. So yeah, we took in a little afternoon and went there. And as always, I always have to get me something from the yarn stores. The first yarn store that is there is called Yarn and You. They're awesome. It's a very beautiful, beautiful yarn store. Everything in there is so fabulous to look at. And even if you don't buy anything, it's just like amazing to go in and squish the yarn. It is very expensive. They carry all this luxury hand-dyed yarns and I want them all, but I cannot afford them all. But it's fabulous. And I did pick up a few things I got, and I know I'm doing this in the whip category, but it's related, I promise. I picked up a few things. I got this. It's a little ball of yarn from Lang Yarns. It's called Merino Plus Color. Merino Extra Fine Superwash. Sheep friendly. No mulesing. I don't know what that means, but I think they just like don't harm sheep. This is 100% virgin wool, merino wool, and it's got this beautiful, lovely rainbow fade in it. It is so pretty, so pretty. I have no idea how many grams it is. I literally don't know what project I'll use this for, but maybe I'll just hoard it and never use it. I don't know. That's what I tend to do. 100 grams. And this is just so pretty. And this is one of the things that I walked away with from Yarn and You because I just thought it was so pretty. Yes. The next thing I got from Yarn and You was this big old ball. This is Sirdar. Don't know that company. I'm not familiar. It's called Jewel Spun Aran, and this is 200 grams, so it's double the size of the other one, and this again has a beautiful variegated rainbow fade. This one is 100% acrylic, which is why I got it, because it's cheaper, and I do really appreciate acrylics. Although it's really strange, it does definitely feel like wool and it has a luxurious look and feel to it. So it's very interesting that this is 100% acrylic, but it's so squishy and I love it. So this is what I walked away with from Yarn and You. Plus the owner there is really, really friendly. If you guys are from Texas or you ever visit, highly recommend this place if you're into yarn. All the support for small businesses. Yeah, it was awesome. She even showed us around and took us upstairs and let us get an overview shot of the store because we're kind of tourists there. It was great. I love Yarn and You. The second store I went to is called Fiber Circle, and this store is the most unique place I've ever been. I don't know what I did with the button I got there, but this store is so jam-packed full of yarn. You almost feel claustrophobic. And I totally understand if you do feel claustrophobic going there, but for me, I almost feel like I'm in heaven because it's not claustrophobic if it's yarn all around you. And it's you go there and there are just walls and walls and stacks of yarn in every fiber consistency, every color. It is just incredible. It is incredible. And they say that it's the biggest yarn store in Texas. So, and I believe it. There is so much yarn in this place. It is overwhelming, and I never know what to buy when I go there. However, she had these kits made up to make these shawls. So if you look here, this is called the Gypsy Song, and it is a beautiful knitted shawl that just kind of uses a bunch of one-off skeins of yarn, and it's like a scrap project, if you will. And she had these kits put together where you could just purchase the kit. It came with the pattern, and it came with a bunch of one-off skeins of yarn so that you could knit it together into a shawl. So I picked a kit that was purple and red because I really, really loved the colors. I was thinking about and gravitating towards a purple and blue kit, but I ended up going with the purple and red because I wanted to do something that was a little bit outside of my comfort zone. So I've been knitting. Listen, there are some mistakes in this. There are some mistakes, but it's okay. Because I'm just going to keep going, and I'm using this project as something to strengthen my knitting skills. So it is going to be a triangle kind of boomerang shaped shawl or kind of scarf thingy, if you don't know what a shawl is. And it's cool. It's got these like retro fuzzy yarns in it, and I'm just going with it. It's very boho themed, and it's definitely outside of my comfort zone, but I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it is really fun to change up the textures and kind of just make this planned randomness. That's kind of what the pattern is. It's like a structured randomness type of shawl, and I think it's coming out well. I like it. It has fringe on the bottom, as you can see here, and this is the shape it's going to take. It's going to be like this, but bigger, kind of a big triangle boomerang shape with fringe on the ends that is tied together. So yeah, and the way that I'm structuring the yarns is I'm kind of just choosing them at random and putting them in because I just want it to look like a very boho chic piece. So let me show you the yarns I got. I got this red yarn from Carlton Yarns. It says made in Turkey. Got some hair on it. 100% extra fine merino superwash. And these kits were like $30 for a whole bag full of merino yarn. Like, this is luxury, actual sheep, you know, not plastic spun up in a lab. So we got 2 balls of that. Then this is interesting. This stuff is called Bernat Bling Bling. It looks very retro. I'm pretty sure this is from the 90s. I don't know. But look at this stuff. It's crazy. It is so crazy. Definitely outside my comfort zone, but it has been fun to work with. It's got these little like knobbies in it, and it's, yeah, definitely some interesting eyelash yarn. Then we've got this beautiful, what else? Hold on, I gotta find the labels for this. The labels are in here. I just gotta remember what goes with what. That goes with that. This, look at this crazy stuff. It's so crazy looking. Okay, let's do this one next. If I find the label, I'll let you know. So we got this yarn. It feels kind of like a cotton yarn, to be honest with you, and it's got glitters in it, and it's purple. I don't know where the label is for it. Is it this one? Louisa Harding Yarns Jasmine? It could be, or that could be. Nope, that's this one, I think. Louisa Harding Yarns Jasmine. And it says it is made from... Oh, yeah, this is 48% cotton, 39% bamboo, and 10% silk, and 3% polyester. Like, this is quite the blend of yarn. See what I mean? This is fun. I get to try out some interesting specialty yarns that would be really expensive to buy on their own. So this is fun. I need to get another one of those kits. The next yarn in here is this solid purple yarn that I've caked up. This one is a Merino 5, 100% superwash merino wool by Crystal Palace Yarns. And it is just this nice purpley color. And then this stuff that's falling apart here. I have 2 balls of this. It's kind of like a ribbon yarn. I don't know how else to explain this. A ribbon yarn where it's flat and it's already kind of woven. It's kind of like a string. I don't know how to describe this stuff, but it is definitely interesting. We got 2 balls of that. This is called Lumen Multi from Rossetti, and this one is 79% cotton and 21% viscose rayon. But maybe this will like show you guys, but it's already a woven ribbon, if you will. It's very interesting to work with. We got 2 balls of that, and this stuff is slippery and sliding and falling apart everywhere. And last but not least, we did get this beautiful, I got this beautiful skein of hand-dyed yarn that is in these beautiful shades of purple. And it's hand-dyed, so the shades kind of vary as you go through the skein. It is so beautiful. This is Premier Lorraine Space, it says. Made in Turkey and 100% polyester. So that's super fun. Super duper fun. That is all that came in my kit. Oh, this is the logo for Fiber Circle. Is that a sheep or is that a ram? I don't know the difference. Wearing a cowboy hat. But yeah, check out Fiber Circle in Texas. And love it. Love it. This place is far away, but when I get to go there, it is always an exciting day for me. So, all of that to say, this is my whip. I'm making a shawl. Wow, I said a lot of talk for making a shawl. But yeah, I think that's my last whip I have to show you guys. And yeah, as I've been knitting lately, I've been really having a lot of fun watching this YouTube channel called Kutavo Kika. She is in Finland, and she is just been an awesome inspiration for me. She's a knitwear designer and just aesthetic influencer person who lives in a beautiful part of the world, and that is pretty much who inspired me to film the first part of this video outside, because she films her videos and she like goes in, she'll be like out in the forest and she'll set up her tripod and just start talking to her camera like she's talking to an old friend. And I just really aspire to be that type of friendly companionship in my videos. And so yeah, I've been really enjoying her videos and feeling really inspired to knit by her. She has a book coming out later this year that you bet your booty I'm gonna get and support my girl Kika over at Kutavo Kika. Yeah, never met her before in my life, but she's awesome. I've watched pretty much all of her videos. She's a great photographer as well. She's inspired me to try harder with my pictures and my photography. And listen, I'm gonna put her YouTube video in the description because I've just had a great time watching her channel. Shout out to Kutavo Kika. You're great. From this girl in Texas to that girl in Finland. Love your channel, and you guys should check her out. So that's all when it comes to my whips. Let's get to other stuff. I'll try to keep it quick because we are at our time limit. I did get this amazing package from Kristen. Thank you so much, Kristen. Thank you. Happy holidays. I'm pretty sure this is a reused/recycled box. Okay, this feels like a pen. She lied to me. I was like, I think you said a pen. And she was like, I don't know. That's not what it is. And I'm like, okay. I recognize this tissue paper. Oh my gosh. I'm so sniffly. Ooh. How cool is that? Whoa. It's a honeycomb pen. Oh my gosh. I hope there's a note in here that says where these pens are from. Oh my gosh. I sound disgusting. Why am I filming this right now? I don't know. Wow. That is so fun, Kristen. Thank you. So at the bottom, it's got a purpley swirl, and then in the middle, it's a clear resin, and there is definitely glitter in it. I love my glitter. And then up here, there is a bright neon honeycomb pattern. This is so cool. And thank you for a steel tip, okay? Because, like, listen, I am low on these. And this one looks kind of different than the one I've been using. I'm not sure where you got this one from, but this looks different. This looks different than the one I've been using. But, oh, yes, pretty pen. I love it. Thank you. Of course, I always get excited about pens. What is this? Pop socket. Oh my gosh, Kristen, the bling. Oh, you know I love my bling.
That's fantastic. What's this one? Another pop socket. I'm sorry, my voice is so scratchy. Oh, how do I decide which one? Okay, let me know in the comments, guys. Which one should I put on my phone? I was literally thinking to myself the other day, oh my god, I really need a pop socket on this phone. Thank you. I love it. You know I love my bling. Thank you so much. Which one should I put on it? Oh my god, I recognize this. Oh, I want to see what this is first. Oh, we got some Simply Gilded in the house. Yeah. This is a really pretty washi tape from Simply Gilded that is purple and pink with some bows on it, and it's kind of thin. I do really like that. Oh, it's like a full rainbow. Ooh, this is pretty. Oh my goodness. I love it. This is happy mail indeed. Then we got some light purple glitter washi tape. And then, ooh, a bigger bow and rainbow washi tape. I love it. These are my colors. In case anyone doesn't know, my colors, my favorite colors, and my business colors, and my channel colors are basically these colors. A chartreuse, I love chartreuse, a teal, a like fuchsia color, and I also kind of dip into shades of purple and blue sometimes. Just like these vibes right here and this pen. These vibes, these are like my colors. I just love a lot of colors. But my absolute favorite color is purple. I have to say that. Okay. Oh, what's this? I'm so sniffly. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's a little unicorn. A cover minder. How cute. I love it. This is so fun. Thank you. Okay, let's see what this is. It feels like another pen. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Look at the colors. Whoa. Whoa. There's like a purple tip on the end. Hold up. Oh my gosh. Where are these from? I'm going to message her right after this and be like, yo, girl, where are these from? Look at this. Oh, that's pretty. It almost looks like it glows in the dark. Do you guys think it glows in the dark? Or am I just like wishful thinking here? I don't know. I mean, not that I'm going to diamond paint in the dark, but. And this tip is really interesting. It looks 3D printed. Do people 3D print diamond painting tips out there? Hold up. That looks 3D. Huh? Please explain. Thank you for the goodies, Kristen. I appreciate it so much, and you know me so well, friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I always love Happy Mail, of course, but you guys are never obligated to mail me anything at all. But of course, I want to extend my gratitude and make sure that you know it is so very appreciated, and you're awesome. Have a great day. Okay, back to me in the podcast. Okay, bye. Bye. And I want to give away lately. In the group I talked about that I was doing a diamond paint along in, DP Pen Obsession, I won a giveaway for this beautiful, beautiful pen made out of I think it's called unicorn or something, unicorn poop maybe, I don't know. The blank I think is from a different turner, but it's beautiful and made with these beautiful, beautiful pastels. Let me see. I need to remember the name of the shop that I got this from. Tracy Tolman over at Dynamite Diamond Shop is who I won this from. And I must say, this pen is absolutely fabulous. It is high gloss. It is beautiful. I actually own another pen out of the same kind of blank with this pastel sparkly swirls in it. And this pen definitely seems like a much higher quality and is really glossy, and I just love the turning style of it. And also came with the 3D printed tips, which I thought is really cool. This one's just a straightener piece, but I just thought it was really cool with the 3D printed tips. So yay, I'm really happy that I won that. I also won a little set of bunny cover minders. These are little bunny magnets that can hold back your cover when you are diamond painting. They're really cute. Yeah, once again, I won this around Easter time, so really cute. And she also sent me a little bonus thing of Wacky Tacky, which is a diamond painting wax I want to say alternative, but it is a wax that you could put in your diamond painting pens. And I've been really enjoying using this a lot. I find that it lasts a little bit longer than some of the other waxes that I have. And I can't really tell what is different about the consistency, but I enjoy it. So whatever this is made out of, I kind of like it. It just seems very, I don't know. I like it. I've been enjoying using it. It's good. So check out Tracy Tolman and DynamiteDiamondShop.com to get some goodies and support a really awesome pen turner and get some wacky tacky. So yay, excited to win that giveaway. What else? I did acquire a few more things during my adventures. One thing is from the weaving place that I told you about that is next to those yarn stores. I don't weave, and they have like some roving wool, which is wool that it has not been turned into yarn yet. But they did have this fun little cross-stitch kit that I went ahead and purchased. It is from Mill Hill Buttons and Beads Spring Series, and it is an image of an orchid flower. And what's unique about this cross-stitch kit is it actually comes with beads and then a button to put at the bottom of your project, which I just think is so fun. And I've never done that before. I've never done cross-stitch with beads involved. So I'm really looking forward to trying this out and seeing if I love it or hate it. So that's another new acquisition. This is funny. Children, look away. I found this at Half Price Books, Subversive Cross-Stitch. 50 effing clever designs for your sassy side by Julie Jackson. And it's really funny because it's just a bunch of really classic and wholesome cross-stitch designs for you to make. So yeah, they're just really beautiful. Something that I would definitely see hanging in my grandma's house. And yeah, it's really, really just kind of a nice gift you could make for people that you really like. I don't know. I just think it's really fun. This one's great. Imagine hanging this in your cubicle at work. Yeah, it's fantastic. I love this. This book is hilarious, and don't know when I'll get around to making something out of it, but I surely look forward to it. I think that's everything. Oh, last but not least, you may have noticed as I'm sitting here that the vibes are a little bit different. I just heard a squeak. Chica, did you just squeak? Okay. You may have noticed that the vibes are a little bit different in my craft room here, and that is because I redid my yarn wall. I don't know what I was thinking, but when I moved in and I made the yarn wall, I started at the bottom with my fun colors. So I took the most vibrant colors and started at the bottom with those. And then I ended up with white and black and brown at the top. But it didn't make sense because when I'm filming videos or I'm streaming or something, the most colorful things were at the bottom and they're hidden by my chair. So as you can see at the bottom now, I've got my whites and my grays and stuff and my browns. And my black is over in the corner. You can't see it. But now I took everything off the wall. This was a project. I took everything off the wall and redid it in a way that I feel like is more pretty and just makes the room look even more vibrant. And now we end up with a bunch of pretty colors at the top. We've got reds and purples and greens and blues all in this kind of shape here. And when my chair goes in front of it, you can still see the pretty fun colors. So I'm quite proud of that, and I think it looks a lot better. I also have redone my cube shelves and kind of cleaned them up a little and organized them, so you may notice they look a little bit different as well. What do you guys think about a craft room tour where I go in depth over every part of my craft room and show you guys? I don't even know if I'll clean it up before, because I like the idea of showing a realistic craft room tour. Like, this is what it actually looks like, and this is my actual organization. So what do you guys think of that? Do you think that'll be fun? I think that'll be fun. We should do that sometime, and I could show you guys each of these little cubicles, because each one has a theme. Like, I have an LOL doll cube, and I have a Beanie Baby cube, and I have this is all of my expensive hand-dyed yarns cube. You know, I've got little themes going on. I just think it'd be fun to show you guys, so yeah. that's what I've been up to. That is the Munimade podcast. Please, 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 please comment below with a blah 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 blah. Comment below with a chihuahua emoji in honor of Chica the Chihuahua. Come here, Chica the Chihuahua. Come here, Chica the Chihuahua. Chica the Chihuahua. Chica, 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 Chica da Chihuahua. Chica da Chihuahua. Chica da Chihuahua. Chica, 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 Chica da Chihuahua. Yeah, comment below with a chihuahua emoji or a dog. Do they even have a chihuahua emoji? Whatever. A dog emoji. A dog emoji. If you made it this far and you actually watched the whole podcast, props to you, or listened to the whole podcast. I hope you got some crafty goodness done today while listening and hanging out with me. It was good to hang out with you again. It's been too long. I'm sorry, I had to spend time with my in-laws, but I'm back now, and I'm ready to rock this month of May. What do you think, cheeks? It's going to be a good month. My birthday's coming up in a few days, and yeah, I'm excited for the weather and all of the things that we have in store. So I'm going to sign off now. Be sure before you go that you subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment about anything that you had a thought on during this podcast, because I love talking and chatting with you guys and having an actual conversation. That way it's not just one-sided, that I'm just talking and nobody says anything back to me. I want to conversate. Let's conversate. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, turn on notifications so that you will be notified when the next one drops. And next Tuesday, I should be going live to hang out with you guys. And it'll be fun. It'll be kind of like a birthday party. So you're hereby invited to my birthday party. All right, guys, I'm going to go because I need to edit this and get it up by tomorrow. And, oh gosh, that's why you're acting weird, because it's time for you to eat. Hungry? I'm hungry too. Are you hungry? Hungry? I love her. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a great day and happy crafting, and I will see you guys in the next thing that I do. Okay. Bye! 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 Man, I should have kept you there the whole time. That's so cute. Look at this. I have a little stool. Look, Chica. Oh, your little head puppet. Oh my god. I should, next time, we'll have my little assistant that's halfway cut off down here. Okay, bye.